Rome. Rome in the 1st century. I don't know if you know this, but in the 1st century Rome's seat of power, where Caesar ruled from, was called Capitoline Hill. Capitoline Hill. And the temple of Juno Moneta was a part of Capitoline Hill. Juno Moneta, which is where we get Juneau, Alaska. Juno Moneta is where we get the word moneta, is where we get the word money. It's because this is where Caesar coined his money, in the temple of Juno Moneta, money. So of course, Caesar, before he went in before the, quote, Senate, end quote, he had to go to the bankers, had to go to the temple to see what the bankers want before he goes into the Senate. There is Capitoline Hill. It's up on the hill. We still say that today. The president's up on the hill. Not realizing when you see the president of the United States up on the hill, this is all Rome. Yeah, domes. Domes are very important. The word dome comes from a Latin word domus. Domus gives us domesticated, dominate, Dominican Republic, domineering, domus. Domus meaning the presence of the divine. Domus. The presence of God, the presence of divine. Domus. And you find domes everywhere. Churches have domes. Religious buildings incorporate a dome. The Vatican, dome. St. Peter's, domus. So Jesus is giving the keys to Peter for him to rule through the domus. Now why is this important? It's because, in point of fact, the United States government has the same identical dome as the one in Vatican. Identical. It's because this government is dominated by international maritime admiralty law, the law of international banks. International maritime admiralty law is based on Vatican canon law. Vatican canon law is the law of banks and money. And consequently, that's why the Pope has a Swiss guard. Switzerland is the bankers of the world. Consequently, you need to understand what these symbols mean.